Brandon's not ready.
Well, I hope that the folks on the internet and in outer space here can hear me. Can you hear me? Comment below. Subscribe and do all that stuff. Yes, Outer Space Arcata Variety Hour. It is Sunday, July 9th.
Brandon, is this...
You're on. I mean, I'm not ready.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're just doing a little
Okay.
intro to get the show started.
It's not in the house. Hey,
We got some,
line number 3. You're gonna have to do the game.
for those of you
noon.
in the room or online, you know this is happening live. Which is very exciting because sometimes you think you're ready and you really are, but then you're really not. So that's what happens here, and this is a space to explore that. So thanks for being here. We have some new people in the room with us here. If any of you folks watching online want to be here, we're on the plaza in Arcata.
Plaza.
Yeah, the Arcata Plaza. Come out Sunday nights. We usually have this happening. Next Sunday, we have a very special thing happening. It's a show, a full-on like show. So
I'll tell you
come
more
out,
about that.
come out to that still. But
Check.
I think the Sunday after that, we'll have space for people to come and sing and play or do whatever. Really, it's an open stage for people to do whatever they'd like, for the most part. We had someone
check.
hammer
Yes,
a
thank
nail
you.
into their face once. That was cool. We had some new friends on last week, and we have some new friends today. Thanks for being here. My name is Lxs Perdidxs. Over here on the other guitar, that's Marina, a local artist you might know. Back here on the drums, that's ZB. And we're all together, we're Lxs Perdidxs. We just played last night in Eureka, had a good time at the Vista Del Mar. Thanks for all the folks and that hung out with us. We have, like I said, we have some friends tonight that are going to join us. After us, we have a little video we're going to share. Blood Honey's going to share some stuff. We got some more videos. One of our favorites, I think, Greg B, is going to be doing some stuff. A little video, and then Born Fae, and then Think Tank's going to be up here. It's going to be a really good show. Stick around the line. Come down to the plaza if you're not out here yet. But yeah, we're going to do that tonight. We're going to start off with the song about a dog. Some of the folks out here know this dog. The dog that will like pounce on you to get pets. She's just a sweet, sweetheart, sweet dog. We love the sweet dogs. I think we still got to stretch it. In outer space, time moves differently.
Oh, yeah. She won't let you play guitar. She wants pets.
That's right.
She'll-
That's what
yeah,
Arrow will do.
She'll be like, get that. What are you doing with that hand? That's not petting me.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'm like, okay, put the guitar down. This song's called Arrow. Goes out to her and all the cool dogs that we know. How was I not to know you would rock me? folks. We're Lxs Perdidxs, getting the show started. We're going to share a little video, and then we have a switch of acts up here. So stick around online, and thanks for being here in the room. Also, I can make some announcements in the sense pretty soon. We have a lot of stuff happening. Up next is Blood Hunny. This will be a little taste for y'all. Tomorrow in Eureka, California, again at the Siren Song with another local band, the California Poppies, and Forest Ray from out of town. It's going to be a show. We're going to play there. You got a full set. Come on out. If you're in Eureka, it'll be a good time. We'll give you a little sneak peek of that next.
At Outer Roominations. That was the Synapsis Drum Brigade. That's a mouthful. Synapsis Drum Brigade. Drum Brigade. Drum Brigade.
Drum Brigade.
Drum Brigade. Drum Brigade. Drum Brigade. Drum Brigade. Drum. At Outer Ruminations.
That's out Table Bluff.
Sure is. I need to. What? I need to unlock my computer. Hold on.
Open timings.
So, Brandon, do you want me to test the laptop?
Yes, please. Can you just play it while you talk for a second?
Yep,
I'll
it's
set the
playing.
songs. Thank you.
Should be like a keyboard sound. Yeah, my name is Fig. That's July,
Hi.
and we're
July.
Blood Honey. I was just reflecting. I'm gonna do the songs first. I'm just like having this experience. I was telling Marina about it yesterday, where I'm trying to just accept it about myself, but at different times, I feel like a completely different person, and it's a little like disorienting in terms of like, and it just, I don't know. It's really like recently I've really been needing to scale back like the intensity of the music I play in terms of like dynamics. Like I've stopped having like drum, like it's just really scaled back because it's been like in a sensory way really overwhelming. And that's just like what I've needed. And then like today I was like I want to play some like punk shit. I want drums. I want it to be so loud. And yep, that's it. And it's just confusing because I don't really know how to like. I don't know how to navigate that yet. Of the way that my brain works, I need different things at different times, and that's okay. And I don't know. I feel like everyone in my life has a lot of space for it, which I really appreciate. But sometimes I'm like, I want to be able to be like, I'm the type of person that loves loud music, but it's like I don't have. There's no consistency there. It's like sometimes I need to be in total darkness for like 3 weeks on end, and sometimes I want to like a dance. Like I danced with Mo last night at a bar, which felt crazy. Like I was just like, I'm dancing at a bar right now. Like that was not accessible to me for the past like 6 months. Like that kind of like express. So it's fine. It's just we change, right? And that's okay. So now I'm wondering because it was still playing, but I don't hear it. So I'm wondering.
It's gone.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was supposed to be gone.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, no. I just wanted to make sure.
It's good.
Okay.
I'm ready with it.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Okay. Anyways, that being said, so I wrote something that I want to read, like a little,
It's on.
Like a spiel.
Thank you, like a spiel, like a spoken word thing, but it's an expression of like anger from something I experienced today, and I feel like I'm gonna do it last because the songs we're gonna play are very low energy, so I feel like it would feel weird to like yell and then do that. So we're gonna do the songs first. I'm gonna do codependent first. Okay, we're trying this new thing. I need to turn the amp on. I'm gonna give you this back. Okay. Yes, it's really chaotic. Welcome to chaos. Yeah, I'm ready. Sorry. I'm just gonna play a song. I made Brandon do a whole thing, and I'm not gonna use it. Brandon Hook, everybody! The technological backbone of this nation. The whole nation.
One of the vertebrae, at least.
If I assume you as my identity, I won't have to decide anything But the flaw in this plan is as soon as you go, the dark is still waiting. Oh, what do you know? I try to run from myself, but my body won't let go. And the pain of this struggle on its own won't slow. Bring my sense of self back into my body. Not that you can't hold it, it's just not your responsibility. And I am so tired of clenching onto what I'm afraid will go away. Might as well let go gently now, but my hands will be forced open someday. My hands will be forced open someday. My hands will be forced open someday.
This is awkward with all this stuff here. I said it's awkward with all this stuff here. Thank you.
It is, yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm just gonna
Somehow making it work.
let's just do blue light.
Thanks, yeah.
Do we have it down with the tempo on blue light? How do we do that? Sorry.
Blue light.
Shall we love you?
We do.
This is so far over here. Step on all the. I just feel like doing something a little more upbeat.
Yeah.
Which this is the most upbeat thing I have right now. If connection was water, this would be the LA River, so named only by convention, and making a mockery of a geologic category. Everybody is convinced until they see it, forgetting humanity's a doing it there because we have so many friends.
We have so many friends.
And I just have a thing I want to read, and so let's just do that. How's that sound? Okay.
Sounds great. Also, don't forget, if you like this, we're playing tomorrow night at the Siren Song in Eureka with the California Poppies, and their local band and touring band is Forest Ray. Should be cool.
Okay.
Hey, did you dump the water jug already? Is it ready to be drank out of?
I filled it up again and emptying it again.
I don't think it's.
There's no water
How
in
does
it.
it begin again?
But there
I thought
is a
Sarah
Brita
said something
water.
like that.
You could just fill the Brita pitcher.
There's also a water
Hi.
fountain across the street.
Yes. We have many options of beverages. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm nervous. Okay.
I'm listening so hard.
Marina's really listening. I hyped this up to Marina, so I gotta do a good job. No, I don't. It's just my experience. Okay, so today I was walking with my friend Jax. We were walking in Arcata, just down the street. We were like hanging up some flyers. And I'm just walking my dog, you know, minding our business, we're talking. And this guy in a pickup truck with like something in the back. I can't really see. He's got stuff in the back of the pickup truck. He's like, hey, you want to see some baby goats? And okay, I'll admit I'm a little like hypersensitive to being yelled at lately because I've had a lot of weird interactions with men recently. Most recently, I was like getting into my van on the plaza, and some dude goes, "Hey, you want to fuck? That's a nice van." I didn't want to fuck him. And I usually just like don't respond to those sorts of things because you're kind of in a lot of those situations, like you want to like fight back a little bit and be like, "Fuck you," but you also don't really know what state people are in, and interacting could escalate things. And saying like, "Do you want to fuck?" like is pretty aggressive already. So yeah, you get a little bit on edge. So this guy pulls up and he's like, "Hey, you want to see some baby goats?" And there's this cliche about like men inviting people to their vehicles to look at small animals. So I'm like, this couldn't like really get any more obviously like ridiculous, right? But I was like, "No, thank you." And I was like walking and he was at a stop sign. I'm just like, "No, thank you." And he's like, "Come on, I'm serious. I really have baby goats." And I was like, "Yeah, I believe you. I'm just good. Thank you." And then he's like, "It's a small town. I'll see you around." Which felt pretty like threatening to me. And why did it feel threatening? Why threaten me? Why like give me a veiled threat, right? It's because I didn't respond how he wanted me to, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. That's kind of the problem. If I just like knew what the right thing to do was, like we could just do that and avoid violence altogether. But there like is no right way to respond. But like I wasn't peppy, I wasn't submissive, I wasn't like, "What?" Like, which is also fine if you're like that. You don't deserve violence either way. But like he clearly wanted me to behave a certain way and I didn't. And the funny thing is, like, the veiled threat gives me all the evidence I need, right, to know that I made the correct decision in not going over to his car. And, like, I'm not going to risk my body. I'm not going to risk my safety. I'm not going to risk my life because I'm worried that you're going to think I'm a bitch. Like, I'd rather be a bitch who is, like, really far away from you than someone you think is nice, but is in harm's way. So part of this is like what it got me thinking is like I kind of wanted to like maybe address anybody who's like tried to engage with particularly so I'm non-binary, I'm not a woman, but I'm perceived by a woman because of my body as from a lot of people, and so I often get treated in a way that people treat women, and so particularly to anyone who's like trying to engage with like women or femme people in maybe what you think is a friendly way, and it's not necessarily like received in a like you feel like it's received well. So like if people are brushing off those kinds of like comments, just think about that perhaps they have experienced violence after an interaction that initially felt innocuous, right? And so even if you think your attempt to engage is innocuous, that doesn't it doesn't always feel that way to the person on the other end, because sometimes innocuous interactions turn into violent interactions. I am the way that I am because of the violence I've been subjected to by men, and so you don't get to say how I respond to your violence, and you don't get to say how I cope with your abuse, because you don't fucking own me, you don't control me. But actually, I feel like the funny thing is I don't even need to say that, because you know you don't own me, and you know you don't control me, and you can't fucking stand it. That's it. Thank you. Okay, Reapin' Blood Honey. Good night. Next, we have a video from September Rain.
That's our friend Hudson Glover and the people that play music with him.
And then we're going to have Greg B.
Greg B.
All right.
And some more friends after that. Stick around.
I'm on. Hey, everybody. I'm Greg B. Welcome back. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some sort of improvisation. The thing is I've gotten to a point. So I'm known for doing poetry, and I've gotten to a point that it doesn't matter how many poems I write. I just don't want to do them. And it's like, I think like singer-songwriters might be able to relate to that too. I heard Fig said, mm-hmm. And for those of you at home that can't hear that. And that's a problem when you have like a month-long tour booked and you're like, making your living this way. And I think it's okay. I think I could just keep writing, but I'm just here to say, like, I started writing a novel last year when I was in the Bay and I was working at a hospital, and it was like kind of like the main character was a nurse working in a hospital in the Bay, right? And I want to just kind of like make a promise to myself publicly that like I'm going to spend a little more time writing that novel. I wrote a novel called Saying Goodbye to Toxic Boys. It's about a lot of my life as like in my 20s and a lot of like some of the things I feel really guilty for doing and saying to partners. It deals with a lot of codependency. But I released it like 6 years ago, and like, I don't know, man, 6 years ago is a long time now. And I've learned a lot more now, I hope. And I hope I'm not still the person I was 6 years ago. I hope I'm still growing. And so I don't know. I just want to spend some time there. Also, though, like I love performing, and I don't know. I don't know if like spoken word is like the way I want to do it anymore. Oh, cool. Live painting. I don't know if I like that better. I like making people laugh, like being silly. So I did have some new punk jokes from Marina. Is that okay? Okay. All right. It goes, you might be getting a stand-up set. You might be getting like a storyteller stand-up set of some sort. But but this is just a couple like jokes that are already written. But okay. So how many punks does it take to screw in a light bulb? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What does a ska kid's mom say when he comes into his room and there's clothes all over the floor? You know this. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Okay. All right, we're off to a good start. But like, I don't know, if I was going to do comedy, I would kind of want to do it in a way. So like people like tell me that my spoken word is kind of funny. So I would kind of want to do like comedy that's kind of spoken wordy. Comedy that is actually like talking about real shit. I don't know. You just asked me what's my poem that's the closest to like think tankiest, smashing the patriarchy. I just assumed everyone knows Think Tank. Think Tank is about an anti-patriarchy band. For those of you listening at home, there's a sign behind me. Oh no, they can see me too. Yeah, it was like, I don't know, there's a lot of topics that I care about. There's a lot of things I talk about that just don't end up into poems. I don't know. So like the patriarchy to me as like someone born into like a male and white body was something that like always benefited me, and I didn't really think about smashing until recently. Why is this microphone bouncing? Oh, because the stage is bouncing, because I'm bouncing. Okay. So like, okay. So from a selfish place, right, in this male body, I see the patriarchy harming men in like incredible ways. Because it harmed me, and it made me treat women poorly because of it. And it just like, it becomes this like cycle where everyone's hurt under this framework, and this like idea of like what a man has to be. For me, that's what needs to be smashed. And like as a non-binary person and someone who I'm not subscribing to that binary anymore, I think it's really like important to Like not just smash it, but like totally redefine it and totally be like a man. Like I can be a man sometimes. Like I can be a man that like is super caring for children in my community. I could be a man that is like a good partner. I can be a man that's like, you know, puts on a dress and like frolics around. You know, I can be a man that does all sorts of like beautiful things and is kind. And just get rid of this idea of what a man has to be or should be, or that you have to be a man at all. So I think that's my most think tankiest poem or something. And people are just like walking by, like this is so interactive. I love the open door in the Arcata Plaza, and it's sunny. You can't see this at home because you're not in here. I feel like I've done that bit too much, right? Or is it a motif? I don't know. But so yeah, I'm just like thinking things through. But I don't know, like it's the patriarchy was put in place right by men to stay in charge of things. And you look at this like planet that is like mostly controlled by like a handful of white dudes. And they really just love. Can you help me? Help me, please. Yeah, come interact with me. Yeah, because I'm just looking at you. Yeah, go. You go. Hi.
Yeah, Brandon. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
So I'm having to
This
bend.
is
It's okay.
This is like a
It's all right.
podcast now.
So yesterday, out of the blue, I was asked this question. I guess it was a Machiavellian question that was like part of some test online that was like, would you kill a child in order to stay in charge?
What?
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, what is the like point of view of this question? Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like the best answer I had just in the moment was like, I'm not in charge of anything. Like,
Yeah.
and like, no, but also like I'm literally not in charge of anything, you know, and like
What
this is
am
a
I in
lot.
charge
Yeah.
of?
What am I in yes.
I'm
What are you
asking
in
the
charge
audience.
of?
What am I in charge
Well,
of?
I'm asking you. What
I'm
are
in
you
charge of some things. Myself, my behavior, my conscious. I'm kind of in charge of like next door a little bit.
Yeah.
Things at the thing, right? My impact.
Yes.
So how am I using?
Okay.
Right.
So here's a conversation
Would I kill a
we
child? Right. Okay. Sorry.
Had. Yeah. So Greg, would you kill a child?
Would I kill a child for those things? No.
Right.
I can confidently say
Thank you.
I would like let go of all my responsibilities, like food not bombs, the thing, like myself as a performer, the business, and just like not kill a child and like just live in my van.
Okay.
Off the, yeah. But then I'd still be in charge of myself. Wait, would I kill a child to like not be in prison, right? To no longer be in charge of myself, right?
Wait, wouldn't you go to child? Wouldn't you go to prison for killing a child? This is, yeah. Oh.
Would I kill a child
To protect your place of privilege.
to protect my place of privilege, to
Yeah,
stay in
okay,
charge?
right,
Yeah, I
yeah.
would still stay in charge.
So-
To then
Right.
later, I'm not going to come through the stream, so someone will have to repeat it. Then to later.
Can you just
Not
be in the
really.
stream?
I'm
No.
not
Okay.
Okay,
on
it's-
my channel that'll do that.
Okay,
Okay.
more live sound shenanigans.
All right. Well, then
we now
then
have to
stop
repeat
talking,
what
'cause
Brandon
this
is saying
This is
off
dead air.
camera, but into a microphone somehow. That's not.
No,
Yes,
no.
wait. I don't.
I think the context was that if you were going to
Right.
kill a child to then later save yourself from having to
Right.
go to
No.
war to save is like
Well,
that
yeah,
child
Brandon.
is like
I'm not asking about the
child
concept necessarily, but
yeah.
like we're getting to the like gist of the question of just
Right.
like what,
Yeah.
what are you in charge of, and
am I
would
in
you
charge of?
kill a child to stay
Yeah.
in charge of that
I don't
thing?
think so. I think I'd
Yeah?
rather
Okay.
not kill a child.
That's great because I feel
Or
like that's
anyone.
kind of how it is with the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Is like we kind of like everyone needs men to dismantle it because kind
Right.
of like the whole system like puts them in charge right now, you know.
yeah.
So it's like, what would it take for them to, you know, it's not quite like killing a child, but it's like hurting themselves,
Right.
even though it also hurts them, like you said.
Totally.
Yeah, like what would you do to do this thing that maybe disadvantages you, but like,
Right. Can I use an example?
yeah,
from what you shared, your story. I heard that story. I wanted to hurt that man. I wanted to fight. I wanted to be like, fuck you. I wanted to do all the things you were talking about. And I became very angry because I care about you. And I care about like everyone in this room, right? And if any one of you said that, so like, what is that? What the fuck is that? You know? Like, I got to dismantle. That's my smash. Like when they say like, you got to like defund the cop in your head, I got to smash the patriarchy, like all in here. It's all in here. Yeah. Right. Yes.
It's the anger of trying to protect a child. The righteous anger is as an audience member saying this who's off camera and off mic also.
Yeah.
It's great. If you want to come.
Anyone could come on the stage, I think. Yeah.
Can you say this
Hold
to
on.
the microphone? This is really good. Unless we're ruining your song.
So, okay, what was I saying? All right, so
Righteous anger.
yeah, so I would say that feeling is the righteous anger that comes up in the face of the defenseless being manipulated or attacked by someone that knows better, someone who holds that power but uses it for wrong. That is the identity of the wounded masculine that seeks control, whereas like the healed masculine knows how to wield that sword and wield that power and knows when to initiate and when to back away. That's respect.
And
Absolutely.
And how do you get there? How do you heal, I guess? How does the masculine heal to get to that place?
Right.
So it's really like sitting.
Oh, it's sitting with that feeling.
Yeah. Sitting with the feeling.
Should
I'm
we-
not.
should-
Yeah.
So you have to sit with it. And you first have to come to peace with it existing within yourself first. And you have to not let it be in control of you, because it's very much like in comparison to like a inner dragon. It is your inner beast. It comes out when it feels threatened, because we all have something we're trying to protect. We all have something that we care about. And that's really like where and why most wars start, is because both people are trying to protect something that matters to them, whether that's an idea, a belief, a person. And instead of coming together and in acknowledgement and in respect of either ideology and realizing, oh, we all just deeply care about what we believe or what we love. We love what we love. We can't deny that, and we shouldn't deny it from each other, nor should we use it as an attack on each other.
I also wanted, is this one on the?
Yeah.
It's not on the
Okay,
stream.
it's not on the stream yet, but Brandon is
Can I just
walking
say
towards
something
the
before you
stream.
say that while he's getting it
Yeah.
on the stream? Thank you, Kat. And yes, and I'm doing that work, right? Because like I'm feeling that feeling uncomfortable and not acting on it. And that's what like that is stepping into that divine masculine where we're not like right?
Well, and like
yeah.
like so like personally, as my experience as a born woman, and how like my experience with the outer world has been, we don't get that choice. We have to just sit with it. We have to, because otherwise if we act on it, we will be attacked.
I'll be called a bitch or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this brings me back to your sound guy, our sound guy conversation that happened off mic right before Variety Hour started. So Brandon and Greg here both casually tried to convince me that sound guy was a gender neutral term. They were like, it's one of those gender neutral guys. And Brandon even like waved his little hand and walked away. He did, yeah. Um, all right. So then Fig told that story, which was really fucked up. I agree. Like, just everything about it is off. And yeah, again, as someone with a female experience, I know what it's like to like suddenly discover that you're being watched and like, yeah, out of
you
nowhere.
have no way of protecting
You have no way of
yourself.
protecting yourself. Yeah, totally. Small town or a big town, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
One thing I think it fits in with all this, but another thing I thought in response to what you're saying, something that I said right at the end of what I said was like, you like expressing that it's a desire for control and power. And I have a tendency to want to not remove gender, because a lot of this violence is gender based in a lot of ways, and I don't want to decontextualize it. But, you know, just I think something that's useful for me, just if we're ever having these conversations, it's like talking about it in terms of power and control, right? And I think patriarchy, like anyone can be an abuser of any gender, right? Anyone can enact violence. That is someone who is like, I don't think you have to be a man to have toxic masculinity, to embody those traits. But so there's like what I felt from that dude. Why was he mad? Because again, he couldn't control like my response. He wanted a specific thing. He doesn't own me. He can't control what I do, right? And so I think not just, I mean, men, sure, for sure, but anybody, it's like, in what ways do we feel entitled to other people's behavior? And like, when are moments when someone does something that we don't want them to do, not something hurtful, but just something we don't like or weren't expecting? Are we reactive? Are we like squashing it? And so I think take that situation of like a little bit more overt violence of like street harassment, and like what is the essence happening there, because it does happen in like small interactions too, of like, are you like, so I think just like really for me personally, I'm always like, how do I try and control people less? Like that's kind of always.
And also,
Sorry.
oh my God, should we get a fourth mic and I'll just talk?
I just want to say that like I'm realizing, like aha moment, that in like playing the role of protector, it is still control.
Yeah, because even though you might not kill the child, you maybe will slap the child to be like,
Right.
hey, stay in line, you know?
Like by providing protection,
Right,
saving, which is what I was feeling in that moment, like wanting to save. I am then now this person, like in this case, would be like is relying on me for safety. Mm-hmm. That is still control. That is still the patriarchy. That is still what we're trying to dismantle here, right?
And yet, okay, so my whole point to tie it back to our sound guy conversation is when Fig started this story and said, so then this guy rolled up, did any of you think, oh yeah, one of them gender neutral guys?
I did not.
I did not either. So I don't know. I'm just pointing out the disparity between like times when suddenly guys gender neutral and other times when like it's not, like it's the same word. Like what are we doing here? You know? I don't know. It's one of my little things that we decided sound tech is the best gender neutral term. Sound person is great too. You know, to describe
Sound folks.
Yeah. Sound folks,
No,
sound people.
That's multiple. Something. I love you, Marina. Happy. Do you know what I said when I saw Marina today? I said happy. Wait, I didn't say happy. I just said 40 plus 1. Yeah. I was like happy. Yeah. It's like you turn 40 and then you're 40 and 1 day old. And Kat, hey, you're here.
Hey. So
And I feel like this could segue. Maybe.
It could segue.
Right? Because you're
guys
holding
ready?
a vocal mic.
Yeah.
And September's standing.
Are you ready for this? Yeah. Born Fae? So, yeah, I'm going to change mics or where does this one go? This one goes right here? Okay. So, yeah, I love talking about things I'm passionate about. Right. Okay, so I just kind of want to like open with like an introduction. We are Born Fae. My name's Kat. This is September. This is my girlfriend. So we wanted to kind of like bring in this attention to like the present moment and like really respecting and realizing and harnessing what a gift it is. And normally people come up here, they have like a whole plan, they know exactly what they're gonna do. We just said, speaking of dismantling things, we said dismantle that. We're gonna do it our own way, and we're just gonna go up there and just go for it. So this is completely unplanned. They're gonna play, and I'm just gonna sing along. Whatever comes. So, yeah. Reborn Fae. Thank you for having us. I've been here for too long. I've been working my soul to the bone. I've been wanting some relief from this prison I'm in. I don't wanna fight, but I'm tired of living this hard life. I am dreaming of clearer skies in another life. So won't you come with me? Start a new system, a new religion, full of love, full of compassion. We don't need to fight. Come on, embrace the light. We all have a little piece inside of us that wants to shine. So won't you let it shine? Let go with the flow. Pull your chains off, shake it off, get grooving, get moving, 'cause there's a part of you that wants it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know. What are you guys feeling? You want an encore? Okay, okay. All right. Wow, my first encore. Wow. Yes, yes. Thank you for that correction. Last night? Okay. So, like, I can't remember the lyrics. You go on, I'll just sing. Cool. All right, all right. It's time to show them what you got. So don't hold back, do it scared. I know you got what it takes. Even if your voice shakes or you sing a little flat, don't be afraid to let it go. I'm letting go of all the layers I've had before. Letting go of everything that they defined me as before. I am not what it seems. I know I look like a woman, it seems, but I'm much more underneath all of these layers. Like an onion, like a cake, a little fruity in my inner side. Cherry pie, apple pie, I'll give you a slice of whatever. Just something I know that you'll like. I don't need to conform. I can be everything. I don't need to limit. I don't need to keep myself small, 'cause I can expand past my limit. Like a phoenix, I will rise above. Like a tiger, I will scream, I will roar from the heavens above. Just scream your truth so everyone can hear. No need to hide, no need to have fear, 'cause you can be whatever you please. You are free, can't you feel it? No need to hide. I can see your scared eyes. I will hold space for you to exist how you need to. No need for a mask around me. Yes. I think we're done. Thank you so much. Free Born Fae on Instagram, all that. So if you want to follow it. What did you say? Okay. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for blessing the guitar with your love. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. You're so good. Thank you. That was great.
All right, gonna make some announcements while Julio grabs a different kind of bass. It's playing. Oh yeah. Okay. So all right. Great. We have a show. Yeah. Thank you. We have a show. Oh, you're blocking the camera. Gosh. We have a show coming up just this Tuesday, the 11th, July 11th. It's going to be an interesting one, not a typical music show. It's going to be an evening of poetry and fiction readings with musical and visual accompaniments, which we need to figure out like tomorrow. So Laura Mathis, is she local or no? Bay Area. They're on tour together. I get it. Laura Mathis and Maddie Teronis. But they're performing as a duo. Okay, great. They're from Oakland, performing from Sediment, which I'm assuming is a book of poetry or something. Or something. And Laura's upcoming book, The Snakes Came Back. Oh no. The oh no part is me. That's a funny book name though. Oh no. Okay, and then also Adam Gnade, I don't know if the G is pronounceable, performing talking songs from After Tonight, Everything Will Be Different, and the Internet Newspaper. I don't think that's one thing, that's two different things. One of them is called the Internet Newspaper. I was like, that sentence took a turn. And with local support from Harvey Mitchell and Tara. So yeah, 8 p.m. here on Tuesday the 11th. Suggested donations, etc.
And that's happening on Tuesday right here at Outer Space Arcata. Come hang out. It'll be a cool time. Another cool thing that we have happening here next week is Gun Safe. That's right, you heard it. Gun Safe with Zero Star Child. Yeah. And Lindsay Battle here Friday the 14th. It's going to be a good time. That's during Arts Arcata. It'll go into like 10 o'clock. So come out, hang out. Gun Safe, one of my favorites. I feel like every time anyone I bring to them is like, wow, my heart's open again or something like that. It's a really beautiful thing. I love that band and all the things they do. I really like Zero Star Child and all the stuff she's done. She's one of the old school performers here with the Variety Hour. Back when we couldn't be together, she would send us videos. She's fantastic. If you get a chance to see her out there. So
good. She sings about dismantling patriarchy.
She
quite
totally
a bit.
does.
That's awesome.
She rewrote the lyrics to one of the, like a Bob Marley song to make it all about that. So it's fucking awesome. And then Lindsay Battle is also another local hero for sure. She's an advocate for just picking four. If life gives you more, just pick four. That's what she says. She writes really good songs, really good tunes. And that'll be Friday the 14th here. Lindsay Battle, Zero Star Child, and Gun Safe. After that, I think it's next Sunday.
Yeah.
Dining Dead.
Yeah.
Dining Dead.
Dining Dead from Seattle.
From Seattle.
Witchy surf rock, which I'm very excited about because we also write songs that, well, they're not explicitly, but like they are about witches and surf and sharks and stuff. Like you don't know that, but they are. They're also about patriarchy.
Secrets out. And then also, we're playing that show, which is why Marina's saying so.
Yeah.
And so is Blub. Blub. Okay. Blub. They blub you. Come out. That's the 16th.
Speaking of patriarchy, this is a song, this is the only song that explicitly I actually say the word patriarchy is in one of my songs.
What about Might As Well? Patriarchy is the norm.
No, that's this song.
What?
In space.
Yeah.
In space.
Sometimes I get to thinking about linear momentum deep in space and angular momentum deep in space, zero friction out in space. You're moving endlessly through space. No, nothing slows you down in space. And all of that
right, thanks.
We'll protect you, but not in a. Oh gosh, it gets complicated fast. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
We'll check in too.
We'll check
That's
in,
an
yeah.
important part of it.
We'll check in. We'll make sure you feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I guess. We'll make sure. We'll check in.
We'll check in. That might be it. Unless
I
you wanna
think
do another
that's
one.
it. Yeah. Unless we have anything else to announce. Thanks to all the guests tonight. That was amazing.
What a good show, everybody. Thank you so
Good
much.
debrief. Good patriarchy debrief. Always love that. Yeah, I think that's it.
I feel good about it. Thank you,
So
everybody.
yeah, see you back here on Tuesday.